how's it going? I was just having a chat with a friend of mine, and they were talking about how their parents and their parents and then their parents, they all had high status jobs in the medical industry, and then they put a lot of pressure on this person I was talking to also follow in their footsteps and get a job in a medical setting, thinking that that's the duck's nut, that's the be all end all for boys and girls to end up working as a medical industry. However, this person I was talking to, they are very sensitive, artistic, creative, and unfortunately they're not gifted with the ability to articulate the problems they see, whereas luckily I do. And their parents were never around, both their parents, right, in the medical industry on big bucks. But what the hell is the point of having a high status job if your own kids are neglected and then they're raised by the television, which is the state? You want your kids to be owned by the state? I mean, you're rich, but they may as well be in foster care if you're not there. And so, yes, psychologists help. Yes, diagnosis can help. But a lot of the time, there's a hell of a lot of overdiagnosis because it's taken away from any responsibility from the social and cultural reasons why they're sick in the first place. Look, mate. So, in Australia, UK, Western Europe, we're all so affected by World War II. We don't talk about it. No one understands. And so, if you want to understand an individual's mental health, you have to understand the sociological, macro level customs, right? So, in Australia, we've kind of taken upon the toxic part of America, post-World War II, that materialism and status is the be-all, end-all, but you have to look at the big picture. Both parents don't need to hustle 60 hours a week, and then both the kids end up fucked up. Or maybe one of them's okay because they're fine to just be, watching TV all the time and just playing with their toys. Whereas other people, they have feelings, they need nurturing, they need support because they're not just an NPC. Some people have feelings. So you have to have your priorities straight. What do you want? Well-adjusted kids, or do you want to have, one person say, oh, you're a doctor, fucking big whoop. Oh, you're a doctor. Oh. So it's ridiculous to neglect your own kids just so you can have a little bit of status at some shitty job that no one cares about. And it breaks my heart because these people, they think they don't want to have kids. They think it's their fault. They think that they're broken. It's like, no, you're the only sane one in a mad world. But people think it's fine to neglect your own children and force them to become a doctor just so they can push pills on people when maybe they're an artist, maybe they're a healer, maybe they're a nurturer, maybe they're a carer. Why do they have to fucking be up to your expectations of what success is? That's the problem. It's not some kind of goddamn, like a lot of the time, yes there is some people, but a lot of the time people are misdiagnosed with borderline personality disorder. They're misdiagnosed with clinical depression. They are the sane ones, and unfortunately they can't articulate the problem, but they're living in a world that toxic materialism is the holy trinity. Power, pleasure, and plastic goods. That's the people who worship, right? And perhaps an innocent child, a sensitive, creative child, cannot articulate that their parents are worshipping false idols, that they value power, pleasure, and plastic as their holy trinity of their life. But the kid, they don't give a shit about that. Kids don't want plastic. They don't want to have 3 Maseratis. They don't give a shit. They want you. Right? So just remember, there's a lot of overdiagnosis because it's not the individual that's sick, it's the society that's sick.